live in Austin, Texas.
Am I froze?
It's a coach and have been for about 4. To make sure that can you do that? There we go. At the time that I found the product, I will tell you, I don't know if anybody can relate, and if you can relate, she has 3 kids, and she was kicking my butt on the treadmill, y'all. Like, I was looking over and I'm like, this woman has 3 kids and she is like owning me at Orange Theory. And so I asked her after class one day, I was like, what was that pre-workout that you were drinking? And she uses it as that. And I found out about ketones. So I'm just going to tell you what it has done for me, and then I'm going to pass it over to Jess, and then also kind of call on Kelly for a second to share her quick story of what it's done for her. But I will tell y'all a little TMI. When I found the product, I found out that I was celiac, gluten intolerant. I had a lot of gut health going on. Basically, I was not going every day. Sorry if that makes you uncomfortable, but for any female, that's a lot of pressure on all the wrong areas, if you know what I mean. I had also been in a size 10 for about a year and a half. I was killing myself going to Orange Theory, was doing more than I thought I was in college as far as like cardio was concerned and lifting was concerned. And I just like couldn't get past my plateau. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and skip meals. I'm not going to starve myself. I was counting macros, like really nitpicking my foods, and nothing was happening, right? Like as we get older, our bodies just don't function the same way. And so in a matter of 63 days, I added this drink in. And I'm actually going to talk about how you guys can get a whole free bag of 30 servings tonight. So if you're interested in free ketones, don't pop off this call until I talk about that. But within a matter of 63 days, I went from a size 10 to a size 6 just by adding this in. And I personally drink it on an empty stomach in the morning, which helps me practice intermittent fasting because ketones don't break your fast. So if you're on this call and you're looking for fat loss, I would 100% coach you to go use it that way. And then in addition, I got my gut health back. I was pooping on the norm. I'm sorry if that makes you feel uncomfortable. I didn't go to Starbucks anymore. I wasn't slinging Monsters. I wasn't slinging Red Bulls. I'm a teacher and a coach, so I constantly have to be on my feet, right, for these high school students that are just in your face and so many hormones and emotions all at the same time. But it kept my energy here all day. I didn't feel the need to take an afternoon nap. I was sleeping like a husband. Sorry guys, talking to you guys, y'all know what that means. But everything overall, Scooter celebrating, everything overall just improved. And so that has been my story. I introduced it to my mom the same day I ordered it. It's gotten her off of about 4 Diet Cokes a day, which I don't care what anybody says, that's gonna add years to her life. And then my brother, who is 6'7", 210 pounds, Scooter knows him, he just got all the good genes of the family, like is a twig, and yet he drinks the product every day for mental clarity, for sleep, and just for focus. So I hope you kind of heard a little bit about what it did for me and my family, to just say, you know, whatever you're coming on this call for, whatever you're starting ketones for, you're going to receive, right? And sometimes for females, there's things that have to be fixed internally before the number on the scale, the inches, the pant size can even change. So before we get into like what ketones are, how you can get started, how you can get 1 to 5 boxes or even a bag of 30 servings for free, because I don't know about you guys, but life is getting way too expensive and it cost me 85 freaking dollars to fill my tank in my SUV. We're going to talk about that. But I just want to pass it off to a couple friends just to share their quick tidbit experience with ketones, and then we'll kind of roll this call as we go. But if you have questions, please drop in the chat. Let us know if you're brand new or how long you've been drinking ketones. So Jess, do you mind just sharing who you are, how long you've been drinking it, what has been your experience, and then we're going to pass it off to Kelly and Scooter.
Hey guys, I'm Jessica Craig. I'm from a really small town in Alabama. I've been drinking and sharing ketones for 5.5 years now. didn't even know anything about the keto diet when I first started drinking ketones, but one of my besties found this and she started sharing it with me and a couple of our other best friends. So a little backstory, I have struggled with my weight my entire life, especially my adult life. Been on every single diet that you can ever imagine. I have done the diet pills, wrapped myself in saran wrap, ate cabbage soup, like any and everything, honestly. And some things would work for me and some things wouldn't. But at the end of the day, nothing was ever, I was never able to stick with anything long term. I would always gain the weight back. So obviously when my best friend said, you need to try these ketones, I was like, sure, I'll try it. I've tried everything. Started drinking on my personal experience was, I couldn't really tell anything until about a weekend. So I want to encourage you, all you newbies, anybody who is just getting started drinking ketones, or if you're just thinking about it, be sure that you give yourself enough time, because not everybody is going to have that day one experience. Now, my husband, on the other hand, he started at the same time as I did, and he felt it on day one and just felt incredible. So I continued to drink it. How I knew that this was working for me is I've been addicted to food for my entire life. Like, I'm talking, I will wake up thinking about it, go to bed thinking about it. I'm always constantly wondering what's for the next meal, what snack am I going to have? Like, it's just always on my mind. I was never someone who could go long periods of time without food, because my blood sugar would drop and I would just feel really bad and be super hangry all the time, just grumpy. And so how I knew that this was working for me was, it was maybe 12 in the day and I had not had anything to eat, nor had I even thought about food. I didn't even realize what time it was. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's got to be these ketones. So I kept drinking it, ended up losing 50 pounds of fat and have kept it off. This has helped me turn into someone who actually exercises. And by exercise, I mean pretty consistently. I've been doing it for 5 years now. And prior to drinking ketones, I would commit to a program or a gym or something and go like one time and then never go again. So I love what this has done for me, for my health and my physical self. But on top of that, this has really helped my mental game. If any of you on here are parents, I have 2 little kiddos. My 5-year-old is in the background screaming right now. My husband just ran in there to see what's going on. So there's always something that can bring you a little bit of stress when you're a parent. So having something like ketones that can stabilize my mood is huge. I literally run to the kitchen every single day, shake this up, because I'm a better human because of it. So long story short, I'm obsessed and I'll never go a day without it.
I love it. I love it. Sorry, there was like some people that walked by and they were like, wait, what? You don't have to follow the keto diet, y'all. I'm telling you.
Are you serious? I thought those were your friends.
Like, in my apartment, like people want what we have, because I'm like, well, I like my margaritas and I like my popcorn and I'm not going to like count my macros anymore. So yeah, it's like, I told this woman that just walked by, I was like, the same way you eat a protein bar to get protein, you drink your ketones to get ketosis. So it's just crazy. All like, if you just start talking about it, shake your ketones up in person, like people are nosy and they want what we have. So that's what I'm going to say. Scooter, I'm going to call on you because there's just been way too many females talking as of 5 minutes ago. So do you mind sharing like who you are and what has been your experience with the product? And then we'll get into Kelly's story and then some options of getting started.
Yeah, can you hear me? You can. I'm sorry. Darn, I was hoping it didn't work. Yeah, Scooter, I'm a DJ down here in the Villages area. I started DJ 35 years at Disney World, and then came up here to the Villages area with all the crazy seniors. And I met Brittany's father. I was playing golf with Brittany's father, and the day I played golf with Brittany's father, I was Fat Scooter. That guy right there. So that guy looks like Beetlejuice. He's got a little head. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. That was me. And I'm playing golf, and this guy, her dad says, you need to talk to my daughter. She sells these crazy drinks. And I said, what? So I thought I was helping out the high school band, buying some candy bars and everything, because I tried all this stuff. I tried this guy, this Gundry guy. Have you guys tried this stuff yet? I tried these on Amazon, a Keto. I don't know what they are. Don't even look at them. They don't work. I tried. I'm one of them guys. Here, I even tried this on Facebook. You got anybody buy this thing? Don't waste your money. That was me. I buy everything. So I tried the ketones. I said, all right, I'm going to try these things. And I did a 10-day challenge. And I don't have a 10-day challenge right next to me, but I did a 10-day challenge. And in 7 days, another guy did it with me. Brittany goes, if you're going to do it, I want you to do a post. Put a post on Facebook that you're going to try these things. I said, all right, you guys, I want to try these ketones because I don't want to be fat Scooter anymore. So I did a post on Facebook. I said, I'm going to try these ketones. And on the 7th day, a guy that tried them with me, because everybody says, oh, I'm not going to tell anybody about it until they work. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. So anyway, I said, I'm going to try these things. And this guy, about the 7th day, I don't know if Brittany remembers, his name was Dave Powell. He goes, I think I've lost 7 pounds in 7 days. And I went, I was like, wow, maybe I have too. So I went to the scale and I weighed myself and I said, oh my God, I have too. These dumb things work. So like we're all freaking out to Brittany going, how do we keep this going? I'm like on day 7, I only got 3 days left. What do I do? And they had a 3-box special at that time, and we jumped in and we bought our 3 boxes, and boom, we just kept going. Well, the reason why I say I told people I was trying it, because these people signed up and they signed up with me. So I got credit for them signing up. So in the first month, I was getting free product. And I didn't want to do this. So anybody that asked me about it on Facebook, yeah, anybody that asked me about it on Facebook, I just said, here, talk to Brittany. I did a group chat, said, Brittany, this is my friend Steve. Brittany knows everything about it. She'll tell you all about it. I did nothing. I just was like fishing, and I'd catch the fish and I'd throw them in the boat and Brittany would sign them up. It was crazy. So I literally was getting free product within the 1st or 2nd month. So, and even then I didn't even take this seriously, but I was losing weight. I was really losing weight. And if I ever got on a plateau or if I ever ate horrible, I just did half of a 60-hour reboot, which they came out with this sucker right here. Because a 60-hour reboot, guys, 60 hours. That's like a long time to not eat. 60 hours. I've done 2 of those. I've done them. But my wife was like, get away from me until you're ready to eat again. I was hangry. But anyway, so one time we split one of those and we got like 24-hour reboot action right here. We split one and then they came out with this one. So pretty cool stuff. So you have tools. So, you know, anytime you eat horrible, we're not all perfect. I can't do diets. I don't know about you, like you were talking about, can't count macros. I can't do diets, man. Screw diets. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. The thing about the ketones, you're not hungry. The first thing I noticed, like day 7, I wasn't eating. I'd wake up and I'd be like, okay, I'll drink my first ketone. And I was doing coffee back then too. Now I don't have coffee anymore. I don't spend money on coffee much anymore. So I was drinking the ketones and then I wasn't hungry till afternoon. And then I might have a small lunch or something. And then, because I wasn't that hungry, and then I'd eat dinner and boom, I was done. I mean, it was crazy. I was doing 2 ketone drinks a day. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I was drinking them. The appetite was gone. First thing I noticed, appetite was gone. Then boom, here goes the weight. But I had a tool. If I ever ate bad, I had tools. Boom, I had this tool. So boom, you can get right back on. You have a tool. Not everybody's perfect. You don't eat perfect. You drink the drinks. There have been days when I've eaten like crap, and I've had 4 of these things. And I was worried, man. I went on the Dr. Andy videos. There's videos every flipping week with doctors that tell you, you know, things you can do. And I'm like, oh my God, I drink like 4 of these. So I researched one of the videos and she's like, oh, you can drink more than 2. You'll just pee it out. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus, because I'm ODing on these things. Because the energy's incredible. When I'm on stage DJing, I'm 3 songs ahead. I'm not thinking about the next song. I'm thinking about what I play after that and then what I have to play after that. It's insane. You walk into a room, you remember exactly why you walked into that room. And now I'll try to think of 5 reasons to go into a room, and I might remember, 6 of them. So it's insane. The mental clarity is just insane. It's crazy. I can't say enough about them. And I told myself, I think the number one thing people talk about is the cost. They're like, Scooter, man, it costs $99 and it only gets me 10 days. What am I going to do? Guys, you bring people with you. You bring your friends with you. You do it as a team. You got somebody that says, man, I lost 7 pounds in 7 days. You've got the friends with you to do it with you. And boom, you start getting them free. I'm like Brittany, I got bags of these things free. I mean, it's insane. I don't buy them anymore. Guys, it's crazy. do this. I can't say enough about it. I'm rambling, Brittany. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. And
I go
I
on
mean,
all day.
honestly, like, I'm so glad that you shared, because if anything, before I pass it over to Kelly and we go over and do a couple more things and then honor y'all's time, you can see that ketones are for everybody. Like Scooter, for those of you who don't know, he lives in the Villages, which is about an hour to an hour and a half north of Orlando. The average age is 55 or older. There's no age limit to this, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm 61. I'm 61. I've got customers out there doing them that are in their 80s. I got my butt kicked on the golf course today by an 84-year-old. Anybody can drink these things.
yeah, and that's what I love. Like, literally, they're safe for kids. You know, my sister, obviously run this by your doctor, but my sister was pregnant drinking them, you know, breastfeeding, etc. So like, if you're looking, and just from hearing our results, then I'm gonna pass it to Kelly, but you know, if you're looking for fat loss, if you're looking for energy, if you're looking for mental clarity, if you're looking for gut health, if you're looking for any of those things, ketones are for you. And he spoke to a lot, like literally we could call right now. But the thing that I love that he said is that the appetite control, ketones are super helpful with regulating your blood sugar levels. They just are. You know, you drink it, and a lot of us think that we're hungry when we're really just thirsty. And the woman that just walked by me, she was like, okay, well, what happens like if I eat an extra large pizza, you know, and this kind of goes into our tips. Well, I'm not saying like, hey, go drink this product and then go eat an extra large pizza and have a 12 case of Bud Light. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying drink the product, listen to your body. And if you happen to have a night out with friends, if you happen to have dancing in the streets or whatever is going on, then guess what? Pour yourself a drink in the morning, put the powder in there, shake it up, and put your body right back into that state, right? So depending on hormones and water intake and your diet and what you're eating is going to determine how long you're in that state for. So before we go into options of getting started, I just want to pass it over to one more friend, Kelly, because she has a completely different reason for continuing to drink this for as long as she has. So Kelly, would you mind sharing your quick story?
Hey, good evening. Thank you guys for spending this time with us today. So my name is Kelly, and I'm in gorgeous and expensive California. I am a PE teacher by trade, and as such, I know the things, I do the things, and nothing was changing. I got the same thing every day. I tried the keto diet 3 different times, and I failed 3 different times. And then one of my friends shared about this, and you know, we're both exercise science majors. We got a background in this stuff. And she said I dropped 4% body fat in 4 months. Amazing. I literally, like, as soon as I saw it, I didn't even bother responding to her post. I called her and it's like, I need this now, and you need to get this to me. So that week that I received it, I was hosting a huge event for our local children's hospital. And it wasn't until after the event I noticed the changes that had happened. I didn't stress out. The day they came to set up our big tent outside, it was pouring rain. I didn't stress out about that happening. I didn't stress out about having everything done in the way it's supposed to be. I didn't stress out about having to do the keynote speech and talking to 700 people. That's not my norm. And I also slept. Anytime I'm stressed about anything, I am not sleeping well in the past. Now, like Brittany said, I sleep like a husband. What can I say? Sorry, guys. Mine will sleep through everything. And so that's when I realized that I was onto something. And then out of the mouths of babes, my adorable little 9-year-old said, Mommy, why are you so nice? Rude. I am always nice. Rude. So fast forward a few months, I didn't share this with my husband at all. I wanted this to be my thing. I wanted to succeed at something for once. This guy thinks about dropping weight. He goes to the bathroom. He comes back 10 pounds lighter. And inevitably, he always puts it back on. So I wanted this to be my thing. We were on Thanksgiving break, and he was the biggest grump ever. And so I was like, babe, I'm such a nice wife. I'm going to make you breakfast in bed. And I went downstairs and I shook up ketones, and he looked at me like, what in the world is this? He drank it That guy, he didn't do anything for about 3 weeks. Nothing happened. And then all of a sudden it was like something switched a light bulb on inside his body. He's down 50 pounds, 4 pant sizes, like waist sizes. And this is a guy who's dealt with his weight his entire life. I've dropped 20 pounds of fat. I'm down 4 pant sizes and a bra size and a shirt size, but that's where my body stores its fat. I also have a 12-year-old right now. And if you've had a 12-year-old or been around middle schoolers, first of all, I'm going to pray for you and everybody else. But his emotions are up and down and up and down. When he drinks his ketones, he is so much more even keeled. I also have a 16-year-old, and my 16-year-old has mild to moderate Tourette's. When he's drinking his ketones consistently, his brain functions better. My baby can sleep. My baby can focus, and he doesn't do his audible tics as much. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a kinesiologist. I'm just saying those are the changes that I have noticed in my life and in my family. And those are the reasons that I love to share this with people, because I want it to change their lives just like it's changed ours.
I love it. I love it. And honestly, you guys, like, if you're wondering, thank you, Kelly and Scooter, so much for sharing. If you're wondering like what ketones does for you, if you haven't already heard from these incredible stories, it's for everybody. And what it can do is far past anything that we ever get started for. Like, the reason why I'm still drinking it 4 years later is completely different than the reason why I started day one. And half the time we get benefits that we really didn't even come in for, that we didn't even know that we needed. So as far as like, you know, some tips and tricks, you kind of already heard some. I'm just going to spit out a couple and then pass it over to Jess just for some options of getting started for anybody who's brand new. But obviously, you guys, you got to drink the product. Unless you're killing yourself over a diet, if it's sitting in your pantry, if you haven't gotten started yet, figure out a way. Use Sezzle. It's a buy now, pay later option. Spread it over 4 payments. 0 interest, just get started. And the incredible thing is, like, if you say that you don't have money, then maybe there's 2 reasons why you're on this call. Number one, you need our community. You need this opportunity, which that's not what this call is about, but everybody needs what we have. I'm literally sitting here talking about a call and 2 people walked by and asked me what it is. They just don't know that it's out there. And then number 2, you probably will start saving money guaranteed in other areas of your life. I used to spend $5 to $7 on a caramel macchiato 3 to 4 times a week. All of us drop $5 in a day on the dumbest crap that does not benefit our bodies. So if you haven't gotten started, number 1, you need to drink it. Number 2, work on your water intake. I would recommend half your body weight in ounces. That is a lot. That was a lot for me when I first got going, but just train your body. Like I said, most of the time that you think you're hungry, you're really just thirsty. And then number 3, just try and make simple swaps where you can, right? Like, take the croutons off the salad, take the top burger bun off the burger and only have an open face burger. Just little areas that you can make better choices. Fat loss, drink it on an empty stomach in the morning, and wait to eat your first meal. I didn't eat my first meal until 2 o'clock today, and there was this man doing like laps in the pool, and I'm like, well, I feel like a fat ass. He's like working out and I'm sitting here eating, but I hadn't eaten all morning. So I know that my body is like burning my love handles and my stored fat for my fuel source. So those would be the tips that I would suggest. And then, kind of like Scooter already talked to, if you feel like you had a birthday weekend or a wedding or something like that, and you really need to hit that reset button on your body, grab the 60-hour, grab the 24-hour reset, and just do a metabolic reset real quick. So I know we've already been going 25 minutes. We're going to wrap this up in about 5 or 8 minutes, if not less. But Jess, for anybody who's not already started, what would you recommend for them to come in with besides the cleanses that Scooter already spoke to?
Sure. Okay, guys. So we have several options on how you can get started. Number 1 is you can grab a trial pack from whoever invited you to this call, whatever promoter you're working with. Usually someone has a 5 or a 10 pack that you can start with. Now, if you want to get the best deal, I recommend grabbing our 10-day Drink Ketones Challenge Kit. That's a mouthful. It's actually just a 20-pack variety of our top selling flavors, and it's always discounted for new customers. If you want to get an even better deal, we've got 3 discounted bundles called the Good, Better, or Best Bundle. So you can get with your whoever invited you to the call. They can send you over information on those. The reason that I truly love those kits is obviously you're getting a great deal, but they come with our Mitoplex, which is our upgraded electrolytes. If you are drinking ketones or doing the keto diet, you absolutely need electrolytes. So whether you grab some at the pharmacy, GNC, or whatever, or you grab the best ones in the world that we all use called Mitoplex, it's really non-negotiable. I recommend that you grab those. So we've got, you can, if you have already tried ketones, like maybe let's say you've grabbed a trial pack from your promoter and you know you love strawberry peach, you can grab a full box of strawberry peach, a full box of heart tart, whatever flavors that you love. So again, we've got lots of options. We don't care how you start. We just want you to get started drinking ketones with us. I know Brittany's about to share with you guys how to get even better deals, because deals are great, sales are great, but nothing in the world beats free, honestly. And I've only ever paid for my personal ketones one time because I was broke as a freaking joke when I got them. And I was like, I love this and I have to keep drinking it. So if there's a way to get them for free, I'm all about it. So Brittany, you want to share that with everybody?
Yeah, and I'm going to try and kind of speed through this. And I will just say this call is not about, you know, sharing the business or sharing the opportunity, but I'm telling everybody right now, if what just happened behind me isn't proof that everybody needs this product, I don't know what is. So this is not the call for that, but I just want y'all to know we do have something going on right now called the Dollar Keto Club, that if you are looking for a way to supplement your income, if you have a burning desire to help other people, and if you are like, you literally are paying in the gas station saying, hey, can I get 10 or 20 bucks on number 6? Y'all, like the best thing in the world is being able to go gas up my car and just sit in my car and wait till it's done. I didn't used to be able to do that. So there is an opportunity at hand here. This is not the call for that. But if you are interested in sharing ketones past drinking them for free, then please get back with the person that invited you and we can share what that looks like. But my point in saying this is everybody, first of all, can get a bag like this just by simply being on SmartShip. That is not something that happens with the promoter. If you're not on SmartShip, get your butt on it, because number one, you're getting discounted ketones, and number two, every 4th consecutive SmartShip month, just for being a loyal customer, the company sends you a surprise pack, and this is 30 servings, you guys. So yes, it's not the sachets, but this is free. I did not pay for this. And this is 30 days worth, or 15 if I'm drinking 2 a day. So just for being a loyal customer, they're going to send you a free mystery surprise bag of ketones every 4th consecutive SmartShip. But past that, I know several of you saw my Facebook post where I got 5 boxes of product, including this bag, because it was my mystery month, for $13. $13, because in Texas, Kelly, sorry, we don't pay tax on our supplements. But it was $13, y'all. And that is not something that you have to go do what I'm doing. You don't have to go do what Jess is doing. Like, a customer could earn anywhere from 1 to 5 boxes for free every single month. All that happens is when you order, you get something that's called a referral code, even as a customer. So what happens is the company takes whoever uses your referral code, who also enroll in a SmartShip, they take the 2 largest orders. So let's say somebody places an order of $100 and somebody else places an order of $500. I'm just using that as an example. Uses your referral code. You get the average of that in Prove It Bucks. So what I'm going to do real quick, and I'm going to wrap this up in about 3 minutes. Just can you make me the host real quick? But they give you an average in Prove It Bucks. So Prove It Bucks, basically 1 Prove It Buck is equal to $1 towards product. So when Jess says she hasn't paid money since her very first month for the product, neither have I. So the only month that I paid for my product was month 1. And once people were using my customer referral code, can you guys see my screen? Okay. Once people were using my referral code, basically it's not like Amazon or a nail salon, right? Like, I've told so many people about an air fryer, and Amazon's not sending me air fryers. Well, I've sold so many air fryers and I'm getting nothing in return. But when people use your code, you get what is called Prove It Bucks. So if you see this area right here where my mouse is, this is my SmartShip section. And it says that, yes, I am qualified to use Prove It Bucks, meaning that I qualify for free product. Not because I'm a promoter, but because 2 people have used my code. Now, I've been sharing ketones for 4 years, so I have a ton of Prove It Bucks that just roll over each month. So when you see this balance right here, I have $1,300 worth of Prove It Bucks towards product. Okay. So when you have 2 people that use your code, you get the average of the largest 2 orders who also enroll in SmartShip, and this auto applies to your order. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, ketones are amazing. You can pay for them every single month. And if you never want to tell a soul, that is completely your right. But I'm going to tell you right now, teaching and coaching, I do not make what I should. Life is getting way too expensive. To gas up my car for $80 is a freaking joke. I would cuss if I could, but it's just life happening. And the truth is, as these 2 ladies walked by, people need what we have, whether it's fat loss, energy, sleep, mood, gut health, or just a community where they can go call home, where they can go make $1 to support their families, to put their kids through college, to pay for weddings, to get themselves to retirement. Even as a consumer, you can drink them for free. So what I'm going to challenge you to do to wrap up this call, and if Jess, you have anything else, get back with the person who invited you. If you are already drinking ketones and you are 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 months in, 3 days in, I don't care, and you feel incredible, let us help you with the post. Let us help you with a simple text that you can reach out to your friends and family. Let us help you get your referral code, because it is the power of the ask. And if my best friend did not tell me what this was, I would not have just quit my job and resigned from teaching and coaching and made this my full source of income to create the best time freedom I could have ever imagined. And that's because I decided to join the community. If you just want to be a customer that drinks it for free every single month, I guarantee you these free ones taste a hell of a lot better than the ones y'all are paying for. And I challenge somebody on this call to tell me otherwise. So I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it how it is, because I haven't paid since month 1, and that just fires me up. Is if you feel incredible about something, why are you not telling your family? Ketones are a literal life vest. So reach out to the people that you spend your Christmases with, spend your Thanksgiving with. Who is in your neighborhood? Who do you see on the daily? Who do you work with that hates their job? Who feels like shit that needs this product but doesn't know that it is out there? So my challenge to you is get back with the person who invited you, ask them for help. How do I drink it for free? If you want to go past that, how do I get involved in the community? And if you're brand new, if this call hasn't told you anything, you need to start drinking the product. Okay, I'm just going to leave you guys with that. So Jess, do you have anything else that we can cover? I know we went 34 minutes and normally we're 20, but is there anything else that you can think of?
It's one more thing. We are having another one of these calls tomorrow night at 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern time. So if you can think of a couple people, friends, family, whoever that you think would love ketones, please let us know. We can get you hooked up with the link and you can pass that on to them. So other than that, I think you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much, Kelly and Scooter Tutor. And thanks to all of you guys for listening in. I love y'all so very much. I guess that's it.
Y'all have a good night. Happy
Bye,
Wednesday.
guys.